Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, everybody. It's time to do some Star Wars bullshit. Just need a willing oh, boo. I know I shouldn't have. I knew I shouldn't have put puns welcome in the description. God damn it. So, we just had a little lesson from Kreia. We are en route to somewhere. Oh yeah, Grimos, you said you got back into the MMO. What goes? Oh right, the Old Republic. Duh, of course that's what it's called. I was gonna do something. Right. Okay. Light side Sith, so stab. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about giving that another try. Maybe. I'm not sure. So, we've left Telos. Well, they're pretty decent. Yeah. Grumble. So we've left Telos, finally. And, we picked up this mysterious new party member. Servant of Atris. It says she just wants to help.
Oh, welcome, Exile. Is there something you need?
You okay?
Yes, your features, your stance. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos. There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters, yet it comes to you with ease.
I'm just that good. Just that good.
It shows in your features. It is beautiful to see.
Oh, silicon soul, grilled cheese and soup. Sourdough bread, okay. Top tier. Sourdough is top tier for grilled cheese. Gruyere, good choice. Wouldn't be my first choice, but that is a good cheese for grilling. And tomato soup with oregano, classic. Classic combo. Well done. That is a good supper. Hey, 69 bits, thanks.
You may ask.
So we asked her some questions before. We can ask her some new questions now. Why are you called the Handmaidens?
We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the handmaidens.
You're the last?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
Well, your skill is impressive, as is your devotion to training.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What was it that I was... Speaking of cheese... Speaking of cheese, thanks, Silicon Soul. Oh, right. I was like, oh, I made something that had Gruyere in it not too long ago. What was it? I'm trying to think. Of course, tartiflette. I don't know if you ever had that. It's a French kind of potato cheese casserole thing. It's really, really good. But because you can't get the actual cheese you're supposed to use, because it's made with raw milk, which is turbo illegal in North America for stupid reasons, I was told that an approximate substitute is half brie, half Gruyere. It's really, really good.
There is much knowledge on Telos.
Now that we're talking about cheese.
Only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
Combat is not the Jedi way, and it's not my way.
I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Some clearly obvious dark side choices here. We're not going to pick those. Devotion to their cause?
Yes.
Look at the solid snake
methods you
approach.
use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, There is no truer sacrifice or strength.
So you'd consider slaughter a means of expression?
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan.
Fair
When Terrace
point.
was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
Funny how Revan keeps coming up. What do you think Revan was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other.
Revan and Malak were driven only by the dark side.
But to say that seems an untruth, based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still choice, is there not? If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing, and I refuse to believe that is true. You may ask.
Raw milk might not be as turbo illegal. Well, it may be more difficult for me to acquire because, well, I'm a leaf. We kind of have this dairy cartel. I'm not going to get into it. Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
You should take value in yourself as well.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
Are you making some comment about me turning from the Jedi Code?
Nothing except that which you have interpreted.
Do you think I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
That was a very Jedi response. Right now, the only question I'm asking myself is why I'm letting you stay.
I meant no offense, but the question remains. If the question angers you, oftentimes there is a reason for such anger. You may ask.
I'm getting a little... sensing some hostility. What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You could always play Pazak with Atten.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
At cards?
That too.
I don't think anyone here trusts each other.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Theodore?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders. And like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
It's not your concern.
Very well. I did not mean to bring up painful memories.
Just Malachor things. You had to be there, man. You had to be there.
The Mandalorian
You
wars
weren't
were like
there.
that for many.
You weren't at
Many
Malachor.
returned, who could not tell of their experiences in a way that could bring meaning to them.
Hold on, I gotta adjust something real quick here. Just a minute. Okay, sorry about that.
You may ask.
I want to ask you about Atris.
I do not wish to speak of her to you. Her actions are her own, and to reveal to you if she sees fit. You may ask.
Did she ever talk about me?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and
Malachor, the
yourself.
ultimate PTSD experience. Yes. Yeah, basically. You'll see. You'll see later on, but some shit went down at Malachor. Let's just put it that way. Hold on. Sorry. Just fucking around with my settings here. Yeah, Malachor was kind of a thing. All right, turn your masters. Door was necessary.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side.
With the dark side?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So why didn't I fight in the Civil War?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Didn't march with Revan because it was my choice.
So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her.
I'd rather jab myself with a Bothan stunner. What else did she accuse me of?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
So Atris does not know her own heart?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
I have no wish to fight Atris.
Then her expressed feelings will have to suffice. You may ask.
I'd like to return to the Academy.
It is not possible to dock at the Academy without the proper codes.
Do you have them?
Yes, but I could not give them to you.
Okay. I think that's all we can do with her for now. That's all we can do with her for now. Let's go up to the cockpit. So I was thinking about installing some add-on mods, just like little cosmetic things. Nothing big. Okay, oh yeah, okay, so we now there's Paragas. What says we can go there? Telos, Nar Shaddaa. So we have so Nar Shaddaa, Onderon, Dantooine, Korriban, the 4 planets that had the surviving Jedi Masters on them. We're gonna do Nar Shaddaa, but we're gonna take a little detour to Korriban first, because there's an event that I want to trigger. We're just gonna land, do a quick thing, and then leave. Yeah, quick 10-minute adventure to the home world of the Sith. It's fine. Don't worry. We'll be in and out like nothing. There's more to do here on Korriban, but there's just one quick thing I want to do.
We've hit the ground. This is Korriban. Why would one of the Jedi you're looking for come here?
There is much that would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain many teachings believed lost. The most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the ruins of the old academy.
What happened there?
It was said that Revan intended to return to Korriban to subdue any potential Sith insurgents, but Revan disappeared. It took a year or two for the Republic to send a force here to deal with any Sith that may have remained. They found Korriban much as we have, barren and lifeless. It was assumed that the remnants of the Sith turned on each other, vying for what little power remained. The Republic found evidence that several Sith lords escaped Korriban, fleeing to remote sections of the galaxy.
Do you think there's any living Sith here?
As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very strong here. The Sith lords would not ignore such a powerful place. There is much that can be learned, even here. You should go to the ruins of the old academy. If there are any traces here of Sith, that is where they would be. If you walk Korriban's surface, you shall walk it without me.
Why won't you come with me?
I cannot. This place is strong with the dark side. It is difficult to center myself here. Korriban holds few secrets from me, but much that you should learn.
Korriban doesn't look that bad.
Perhaps not, but I would caution you to guard your feelings carefully here. Korriban attacks the spirit and the body, and there have been few who can fight its power.
Alright, stay and keep the engines primed in case we need to run.
I will remain here and meditate. Our link remains. I shall contact you and provide guidance when needed. The academy is on the other side of this valley. Be careful. Dark energy fills these ruins, and even the fallen Sith live still.
Alright. Korriban. This is a great idea. Yeah, nothing bad ever happened on Korriban. Alright, let's take the Handmaiden and Aden.
The structures you see around you are the plundered tombs of the ancient Sith lords. Each tomb was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire, containing great mysteries and powerful relics of the Force. However, even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak. And so these tombs fell, spilling their secrets into the hands of those unable to comprehend or preserve them.
I don't know if I told you guys, but windy, whispery, like crumbling ancient ruins. Big aesthetic for me. I love games that do this shit.
Fool.
Oops.
You've disturbed the spirits of this place, and they have sent their guardian.
Oh shit. I forgot about that.
Hissis are semi-intelligent beasts, corrupted and strengthened by prolonged exposure to the dark side.
I forgot about that.
As creatures of the Force, they have a limited ability to mask their presence. Hissis are drawn to suffering and carnage. They must have fed on all the corpses left over from the war here on Korriban. The angry phantoms of the Sith, too weak to influence the sentient, have taken these Hissis as thralls to their will.
Well, shit. Okay. Let's fight a cloaking lizard. Stun? Stun, yes. Oh, Aden, switch to range mode, Aden. Well, what helps the games blend together probably is the fact that a lot of locations are shared between them. Like Dantooine and Korriban are locations in both games. A crocodile. Nice. That's a good one. Good job, Bully Snake. Good job, Crocodile. All right. If I could give you some kind of award, I would. All right, let's do a history lesson with Kreia while we're here. Not the thing I intended to do, but it's fun. History's fun.
This was the tomb of Tulak Hord, known as the greatest lightsaber duelist of the Sith Lords.
Tell me more.
His skill was considered remarkable even in his time, when many true lightsaber masters lived.
You saying modern Jedi are poorly skilled with the lightsaber?
If you were to face an ancient Sith Lord in combat, you would learn that we are as children playing with toys compared to the prowess of the old masters.
The stacking rings the Tower of Hanoi puzzle that's in literally every bio game ever. Yeah, that was in this one.
Unknown, but supposedly he created a holocron to teach his technique to other Sith. The holocron would have been laid to rest in his tomb. Unfortunately, Tulak Hord's tomb was among the first penetrated by the grave robbers of the new Sith Order. If the holocron has survived, I doubt anyone living would know its location.
Stupid Tower of Hanoi. There's a reference to that in Stellaris. I don't know if you guys have played that, where there's an event that fires, and your away team finds like these 3 poles that have a bunch of stacked rings on top of them, but there's like hundreds of them. And so one of the things you can be like, oh, well, transfer the rings from one stack to another, and then so your away team spends like weeks doing this stupid Tower of Hanoi puzzle to get the next step of the event.
This way leads to the tomb of Ajanta Paul, a fierce Sith Lord. According to legend, the blade proved more fearsome than the Master, leading to his demise. Ajanta's dark specter lived on through the centuries until Revan entered the Sith Lord's tomb in search of the blade. Revan calmed the angry ghost of Ajanta Paul and showed him the path back to the light.
Like you disapprove.
One who has fallen so far and done so much evil does not deserve redemption. In a way, such a turning from one's nature is cowardly, a betrayal of the self.
Remember that. No one is beneath redemption, Kreia. No one.
Perhaps, but redemption is a form of spiritual collapse, a fall few recover from.
What became of the blade?
Unknown. Some have suggested that the blade led to Revan's demise, as it did Ajanta Paul. That is only speculation, however. Where Revan wanders now is knowledge that only Revan holds.
Influence gained, Kreia. What did she mean by this?
Before you is the tomb of the great Sith Lord, Marka Ragnos, a half-breed who possessed tremendous strength, both physically and in the Force.
Oh yeah, Ragnos.
Ragnos held power for over a century, using his cunning to turn his enemies against each other. His death left a great vacuum of power. We're standing close to the spot where Naga Sadow first confronted Ludo Kresh to vie for domination of the Sith. Their struggle nearly resulted in a civil war that would have torn the Sith apart before they ever threatened the Republic.
Sounds like civil wars are common among the Sith.
Yes, it is the way of the Sith. They must continually test their strength against each other, even if it means destroying themselves.
So what happened between Sadow and Kresh?
As fate would have it, a pair of hyperspace explorers from Sinagar landed on Korriban. Naga Sadow manipulated the Sith into believing they were a sign of impending Republic invasion. this fear resonated with many Sith who were discontent with the lack of expansion of the Sith Empire during the reign of Marka Ragnos. Thus, Naga Sadow became Ragnos' successor.
Oh, look at the statues in the background there. Yeah, let's have a look at that. Wow. Ooh, chills. Yeah, the old Sith had a they had a style, didn't they? Marka Ragnos tomb, very different looking in Jedi Academy. Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was trying to think of the name of that game, but yeah. Jedi Academy, one of the sequels to the what did they call it? The Kyle Katarn games. Marka Ragnos, specifically the Tomb of Marka Ragnos on Korriban is a big central location in that game. And it is very different.
Lies the tomb of Naga Sadow, successor to Marka Ragnos, and the Sith Lord responsible for nearly conquering the Republic in the Great Hyperspace War a millennia ago.
Tell me more.
More recently, this tomb was where Revan confronted Uthar Vin, the leader of the Sith Academy. When Revan left Korriban, the Sith Academy was thrown into turmoil. With their leader gone, many fought for the right to rule. And so, the Sith here turned on each other, resulting in the carnage you can see covering the surface of this valley.
Alright, enough history. Let's do the thing I came here to do and then leave. This place is spooky. Oh, there they are. Hello. Hello.
The broken corpses before you are all that remain of the Sith on Korriban. I doubt there is much to be gained from looting these bodies. It would be best to leave them be.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
Yeah, more HKs. These guys are everywhere. Ion grenade! Ion grenade? Ion grenade. Oh god, dying. Please no die. Please no die. Oh, that's not an ion grenade. That was an adhesive grenade. Okay, well. Come on. Okay, Atten, you know what? Get in there. I think energy resistance wore off. Oh shit, Handmaiden's down. Where's my med pack? Oh, shit. Shit! That's not good! Grenade! Grenade! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Systems failing, Master.
Oh god. Oh, Atten, please don't die. Spam the med pack. Spam the med packs. Okay, so the grenade saved us again. There we go.
Failing, Master.
We're fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. How are you? HK Droid Chassis. Psyduck standard med packs. Yes. Okay, well. Now that we almost died, let's go back to the ship. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yes, Mr. Pineapple is my friend.
Here, you can just barely see the Sith archaeologists' efforts to uncover relics of the ancients. The new Sith Order sought to progress quickly by finding objects of power. I can only imagine what was lost forever due to the carelessness of these excavators. Now the excavation has been almost completely undone by 5 years of wind and sand. So does Korriban protect its secrets.
Wait, can you use med packs in the inventory screen? I didn't. Oh, you totally can. I did not know that. Holy shit. That makes things. That's. Why would you ever use them from the other screen then? That's way better. I never knew that. Mr. Pineapple was an excellent negotiator. Yes. You know what? Let's give at those. Handmaiden doesn't need stuff. There's a reason I'm not leveling her up just yet. You'll see. Okay, let's go. This is the other event I wanted to trigger. Where is everybody? Oh. Hello. Who are you? Ah. Ah. Okay. I guess we're fighting now. Ah! Holy shit. Jesus fucking murked me. Holy shit. I just got murked. How did she kill me so fast? I hope I haven't soft-locked myself. How the hell did she kill me so fast? What have you done to the crew? Okay, let's use this new technique of using the consumable items from the menu screen like a fucking, you know, cheater. Oh, it's because I used the wrong damn shield, that's why. I stupidly used the melee shield to defend against a lightsaber. Yeah, no, I went melee shield against lightsaber is what I did. When I'm supposed to go energy shield, because a lightsaber is, you know, energy. She's still hitting pretty hard, though. Okay, I'm gonna hit Speed? Try to get the upper hand. Okay, I am buffed to high heavens. Oh god. That was a crit. Okay, med pack. Oh, one item per combat round. They knew. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? No. Stop, don't. Come on, another med pack. Come on, almost got her. Got her.
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
I will not kill you.
You must. The alternative is only another death. And I would rather die by your hands.
I will not kill a helpless opponent.
I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Hey, Zin.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
What's a Miraluka? Nothing. What's a Miraluka with you?
I heard they had a colony on the Mid-Rim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Maybe she knows.
Well, it was a planet of her people. If they see through the Force, who knows? If they're all Force-sensitive, maybe they all saw something through the Force that we can't see, and they left before it happened. Or maybe it killed them.
See through the Force?
They claim to see on a higher plane than we do. You know, the whole Force thing makes me nervous.
Is her kind rare?
Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you'd go about killing one. It'd be tricky.
Killing one?
Just mentioning it, she looks like she's suffered enough wounds already, even after the beating you gave her.
She'd be right?
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
Let me know when she awakes. I have questions for her.
She is a threat to us.
I won't harm her if that's what you're asking.
I am not asking that she be harmed or interrogated, but she is of the Sith, and she has attacked us once. She should not be allowed to walk freely on the ship.
Hey, scavenged a part from the lightsaber. We got an emitter fixture. Alright, Baodur, what are we still missing?
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why did you decide to fight?
The Mandalorians had to be stopped.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
Unlike many of the Jedi, I could not stand by and watch.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
Jedi are trained to resist such strong emotions.
I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
Lightsaber parts.
Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing a lens. Something.
That's that it? Just a lens? All we need is a lens, and we can build a lightsaber. Alright. Let's install the HK part. Reinforce the damaged chassis. Initialize the control cluster. Alright, we're still missing a few parts. We're working on it. Let's speak with our new party member.
My life for yours.
How did you find me?
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
Make sure you use a Kyber crystal, not a Kyber pass crystal. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Are you alright? No, I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Ready.
If I bring you before my master untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
Your master threatens more than just me.
I cannot, I will not. I would die first, and gladly, to preserve you, untouched, unharmed. Now that I have found you, I cannot sacrifice what I have found.
He's behind what's befallen the Jedi. He must be stopped.
You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Why?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
If your master has trouble detecting me, how were you able to do it?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force.
Where are your people now?
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
It was destroyed?
The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it.
I have seen similar acts of destruction. At Malachor.
I've heard tales of Malachor. It is said that many of my people felt the end of the Mandalorian Wars, from across the galaxy. But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between Qatar and Malachor. My homeworld still exists. It is intact.
Everybody keeps referring to Malachor kind of obliquely. Have you noticed that? No one's actually said what precisely happened there. Just that it ended the war, and it was in some way horrible.
The planet was...
Oh, got that already.
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
As if everything suddenly went silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of Qatar. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed. Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
He made you see.
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
Why did your master show you this?
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
How did your master destroy your homeworld? To kill on such a scale is impossible.
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not, and my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
Why did your master destroy Qatar?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And Qatar, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored.
Oops.
And my people died, and the Jedi died.
Oops.
And there was no one left, only me.
He attacked because the Jedi had gone there?
He cannot deny his hunger for long, and any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen.
Stretch, thank you,
Perhaps he will
Zithar.
grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Okay. Or it may starve him, make him more desperate.
I do not understand what you mean.
Just thinking out loud, why did the Jedi meet on Qatar?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat.
He attacked because the Jedi had gone there?
He cannot deny.
Oh, right,
and
get
now,
there already. Alright,
I will answer what I can, but my answers may prove useless to you.
let's not for now. Let's leave them for now.
Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me?
Because I believe you can be saved.
You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
You have curious views for a Sith.
There is more to the Sith than simply rage or slaughter. There are many kinds of hate, and all of them have the call of the dark side in them. The galaxy is filled with many such evils, and rarely have I seen anything else.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories, or the planet itself.
Okay. Oh, we've done that. We've spoken enough. I must go.
Very well. Perhaps we shall speak more of this at another time. But know this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
Alright, let's go see what Kreia has to say. Maybe we can ask her about that weird thing that Visas did with the vision and the glowing.
You have befriended the seer.
You mean the blind Sith?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. In saving her, you may destroy yourself, and do not mate with her. Whatever you may feel, whatever urges consume you, do not let them control you. Such a union would breed difficulties.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just because I saved her doesn't mean I want to charge up her loading ramp.
We shall
Jesus.
see. I trust your exile has taught you restraint and discipline in the ways of the flesh. Like the servant of Atris, this one has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her, or her loyalty.
Ties to her master, perhaps, and I intend to follow that bond to its source when the opportunity presents itself.
Then you are learning.
Ah, he approves. Atten said her planet was wiped out, that it was the only colony of her people in this sector of the galaxy.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
Well, if her people see through the Force, maybe someone wanted to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force so they can move freely or strike without warning.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger. And there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more.
I have other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
When Visas attacked, she did something to my eyesight.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
What?
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Feel this ship around you. Listen to my words. Hear the sound of the handmaidens training in the cargo hold, her hands cutting the air. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work.
Hey, T3 is a stuck motivator.
Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive.
It's a catch in it.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and
I heard her thoughts.
You are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
Was I always able to do that?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
Huh. Let's do another.
Yes? Have...
Teach me about the Force.
Very well.
Actually, no, other questions. No, there is. I guess I
Yes.
must have missed it. You can ask her about her eyes. You taught me of sight. Is there anything else you can teach me?
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe.
I mean,
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion. Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are honed, one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this. Do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
oh, repairing. These are all. Which one? Which one are we the best at? Awareness, repair, or computers? I feel like we're pretty good at repairing things.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
Healing others. I honestly, I was gonna go with demolitions, but I guess treat injury must be lower.
Then my task before you is this. Take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force.
Very well.
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know.
Other questions?
Ask. Yes?
Okay. When he taught me to listen, I want to continue that lesson.
There is nothing more that I can teach you now.
Okay. We'll come back to that. Let's level up. Let's get some of that sweet, sweet wisdom. Or wisdom or dex? Wisdom. Let's get wisdom. Devote effort to your weakest skill. Okay. Let's just dump them all on treat injury. There we go. Devote effort to it. It's pretty good. Let's pick up... I feel like lightsaber finesse is going to come up pretty soon, so let's grab that while we can. Oh, Soresu. New lightsaber form. Alright, maybe now we can do it.
Yes.
You taught me to listen.
There is nothing more.
Okay, not yet. Alright, well, let's continue then. Actually, let's see if maybe we can do a thing with the handmaiden.
Yes?
Can you teach me some fighting moves?
Training is something reserved for certain caste members of the Ichani, but I do not see the harm in instructing you in some basic principles. I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Ichani children are raised on warfare.
Was that a stab at me?
All Ichani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible to understand the higher tiers. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences.
I understand.
As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning.
Alright, no force powers, no weapons or items. Got it. Does that include no armor or clothes?
Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and it does not allow for armor or anything that restricts movement.
It's a little cold on the ship.
Now, are you ready?
Alright, let's go.
Very well. I shall match my movements to resist your efforts. And do not hold back, or I will hurt you.
Alright. Time to fight. Power attack? This is the reason I didn't level her up just yet. Because this sequence just uses whatever her stats are. And she's a soldier, so she gets strong fast. See, I just barely won that.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. Before you go, there is something I must know. Why did you go back? Face trial?
Because I felt they deserved an explanation. Maybe I had to hear me defend myself, just to be certain.
I see. It was always something I was curious about. To walk to one's own sentence willingly. It's a brave thing.
I'll be gone. Yeah, let's see if we can do another lesson.
Yes?
More fighting.
I do not think you are ready for further instruction. Each movement of our arts demands some time to use the art in battle, or to examine how it may be best used in battle.
Fair enough. Oh, ooh, you seem to be anticipating my attacks.
It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, to know where an opponent is going to strike before it connects, anticipate it, and then strike against them. Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance. In many ways, it is much like the game of Dejarik, played in the core systems. The most advanced among the Ichani are able to predict the course of battles by months, and the most revered are said to be able to predict the path of wars. Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war.
Revan again.
Even as he slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected him.
Can you teach me to do that?
You are already doing it.
What do you mean?
If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous opponent indeed. Come, as we fight more, I will teach you. Do not think about predicting my movements. React instinctively. You are doing better. At first, I was afraid that your awareness of your own ability might ruin it, but that is not the case. You learn quickly. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things, but I do not think so. Now you fight as an Ichani warrior fights, always in the future.
Yes, okay. We now add wisdom to defense. That's what I was trying to get. Hell yeah.
Yes?
You think he put some clothes on?
It does not seem to bother you.
Yeah, well, I can walk around like this if I want to. It's my ship.
Yes?
Okay, seriously, put some clothes on.
I fail to understand the problem. I had heard the Coreward systems had customs concerning modesty, but when training, such customs are not practical or efficient.
I disagree. In fact, if you don't train well encumbered, you're crippling yourself.
I can see no fault in your reasoning. I do have bulkier clothes. Will this do?
Those are Jedi robes.
They suffice for training purposes. They belong to my mother.
Who is your mother?
She was the one my father followed to war. She was a Jedi. These are her robes. I have not worn them since they came into my possession. They are the only thing of her that I possess.
Do you miss her?
I never knew her. There is no absence of presence when there was nothing there to begin with. I miss only that I never knew her at all, and what it was about her that caused my father to follow her to war. You may ask.
Maybe we can probe that a little bit. Maybe not yet. You know, let's go talk to Kreia one more time.
You are spending time with the servant of Atris.
So, I'm surprised you know so much when you never leave this room.
I knew her mother. She was a Jedi Knight, a master, named Aaron Kai. Jedi are forbidden to have children, and when the crime finally came to light almost a decade later, Kai was exiled. She joined the Mandalorian Wars after the shame of her birth was revealed.
How did you know that? The handmaiden told me not to speak of it.
Revan welcomed her, and she was said to be a skilled warrior, beautiful and strong in the Force. The Force flows strongly in the blood of those born from Force sensitives. I doubt that Aaron was any different. If the servant of Atris is of her blood, then the potential lies within her. If you train her, if you teach her the ways of the Jedi, you will be asking her to break her oath to Atris. It would be best not to train her, and let the bloodline die with Telos.
You said teach her the ways of the Jedi. Curious choice of words.
Ah, that was an interesting choice of words indeed. She has sworn not to follow the path of the Jedi by her oath, but even that oath is limited. One does not need to be Jedi to learn the ways of the Force. I suspect it cares little for our codes and philosophies.
Are you proposing teaching her the ways of the Sith?
I propose nothing except what you choose to read into my words. But no, I would not advocate such teachings either. I am only saying that she has sworn not to follow the teachings of the Jedi, and that is a curious distinction in her oath. But we were speaking of the servant of Atris. I would caution you to be careful of your interaction with her. She is not as tempered as you.
Shouldn't she know her heritage?
Should she? By whose judgment should such truths be revealed? I do not have such arrogant presumptions. The Jedi separate children from their parents as they did you. It is because family exerts a powerful influence on one's development. I am merely saying that revealing such things can have profound consequences, nothing more.
How could I train her?
You must train yourself first. The time will reveal itself. Yet if you persist as you have, building her trust, then you will be training her, whether you know it or not, until the choice is hers, not yours. Before you continue questioning me, I hope your thoughts in the matter concerning this servant of Atris are clear. Spend time with her if you must, but recognize where your true loyalties lie, to the galaxy, and yourself.
Jedi have no such attachments.
Ah, so then perhaps I was mistaken in my judgment. Never have you wondered what it would mean in the Ichani rituals if the two of you sparred and fought, and you won, completely and utterly? If perhaps she would give in, surrender herself to you? Few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind. Exile, and such passions are not strength, but erosion.
Maybe you should keep your thoughts to yourself. Don't make it weird, Kreia.
I cannot help but hear you at times, and such curious thoughts they are, not at all like a Jedi. But I shall keep such thoughts to myself, I think. And you should as well.
Jesus Christ, Kreia. Alright, do you have anything to say, Atten? Do you wanna give me a hard time?
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see.
More in tune with the Force than I've ever been.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too. Alright.
Can't do anything with him yet. Gotta get his influence up, I guess. He's looking a little bit. He's trending a little dark side. I guess he's trending a little to the red. It's not great. Right, let's go to Nar Shaddaa. That means his influence is kind of low with me. I'll try and get it back out. I've been kind of giving me a hard time. Maybe that's why.
Well, here we are. The Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer.
Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go.
Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
What's Nal Hutta?
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
That bad? I didn't think anything could compel you to bathe.
You spend all day thinking up that joke? Maybe you and Bayodur should start a circus.
I fail to understand the reference, though I doubt your explanation would prove worthwhile.
Sound like you've been here before.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
What's the refugee sector?
Well, not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
How hard would it be to find a Jedi here?
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive.
What's the refugee sector?
Well, not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy.
So those ex-soldiers?
Yeah. Some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers. So others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy.
How hard? Alright, let's take in the Ebon Hawk for a landing.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
The Smuggler's Moon! Wait here.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While he walks upon the smuggler's moon, he is not to be harmed. You may watch him, observe his movements, but nothing more. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada beer mabarchokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra.
Panisukakran, Joka mata storch ban locha. Joanna masaranka ma ramazurata. Keso juskrita lorsa. Yumacha fu eko mikuchira.
Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Febko emareyam ga watasitu insula rakarakachata. Tamasokin chudawanka. Mopi unawana si chokoratawa.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
He sounded so eager.
Norotoga proto lalashishi. Jubadosa jibacha. Ratak mansan. Tokosha nachitolo. Joanna masaranka ma ramazurata. Keso juskrita lorsa. Yumacha fu eko mikuchira. Kawanabota atagwa kankadiwa. Yutaka alwanji yumalipa. Tu es mahawika si wawanta mo guika wansoba. Waka.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Honta no saka. Jita bedwana maticha. Dove si machatana. Dona we searcha makaran.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Any problems with the docking authorities?
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
It's okay to land on this pad?
Sure. Most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think.
Yeah, but Hawk looks a little exposed.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
Alright, let's go.
Alright then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
If Zaz-Kael is here, I want to find him.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
Junk? You're lucky my ship's gracing your trash heap.
Huh? My trash heap? Fine, land there. My trash heap's all that's keeping your ship from making a final plunge. And trust me, it won't be long in coming, I promise you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Alright, so we definitely should bring Atten. Let's bring... Theodore. There's a thing I want to do with him. Let's make sure Atten is equipped. Let's actually give him the targeting visor. Yeah. I think we'll do for now. Yeah, my Vibro Sword. Alright, let's go. Let's move out. Hang on.
Something up?
Can't do anything else with him yet.
Yes, General?
Where'd you pick up the remote?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What's it do?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else.
Okay. Oh, right. Can you get that some better armor? I think that's better armor. Yeah, it is. He's defense 23. Give him the fiber mesh, he goes to defense 25. That's an upgrade. There we go. You got some shiny purple armor there. What's going on here? I won't let exchange business, that's why I'm here. DFA, alright, fine, DFA then. Alright, I won't let you hurt that man, stand away from him. It's DFA time. DFA time.
More where that came from.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
Stand by and let them hurt you. Why were they hunting you?
Well, they work for the Exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us.
What do you mean? Where can I find Visquis?
You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing. The Exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it.
Alright, well, better head up before you get into more trouble.
Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Oh. We do need Kreia for a sec. I forgot about that. I hope I didn't miss it.
Spare a few credits, friend?
Yeah, sure. Here's some credits. Well... Yeah, sure. Here's some credits.
Much appreciated, friend. Life's hard in the refugee sector, and this should go a long way to helping. Look, one other thing. It's obvious you're new around here. I can tell it just by looking at you. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place, and easy to get lost in. If you want, I can keep an ear out for you. Let you know if I hear anything.
Appreciate that.
I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything I think you might want to know.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need?
Yeah, sure. Here's 5 credits.
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands.
Nothing is set. As long as there is hope, there is a chance for redemption every day.
And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another?
And what if he doesn't?
The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist.
I will consider what you have said.
Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
Now I think I'll switch back. Manager is back, okay.
And what did he want?
Not much. Just answers to some questions.
Really? Interesting.
Huh. Not the only one that ooh. Not the only one that fella's given information to, I guess. 30-second model. Explosive ends. Alright. Equipment. I'll be gone.
Geraktada cemense bingaru rukutodo und jujuamataso benkisha manensitsi. Terewana jun konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga.
Tien, it's Beador, 12th Engineering Division out of Eodoria. I worked with you in the hangar bays on the Salamoth.
Terewana jun konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derace wemenoto torere senesenten. Der rinturunto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan gorsadarane gra delonota choloren.
Tien, we are already in trouble. In some ways, the war is not yet over, and our enemies seek us even now.
Terewana jun konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rinturun kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derace wemenoto torere senesenten.
You change the ship's ID transponder code.
Terewana jun konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rinturun kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derace wemenoto torere senesenten.
I can pay you.
Terewana jun konata dela raguno tuna. Dai rinturun kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derace wemenoto torere senesenten. Der rinturun to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan gorsadarane gra delonota choloren. Dosane gravalantro kwe wapa teratana chingaradana.
Alright, parts or equipment. Can we get anything cool? No. Think there's anything that we need from him. Ooh! That's... Okay, no, that's an emitter. We need a lens, not an emitter. Damn it. What happened to him? What would you like me to do? What plants? Not dangerous, are they? Yeah, if I can get a free version of the shield, sure. What does it look like? Small astromech, brown, battered. IT-31. Alright. Let's go find IT-31. Oh, don't worry. We're going to be swimming in cash by the end. Is that a threat? How's that? Zach solves all money problem. Yes. Mention the guild had laws. What laws do they uphold? So if they were all hunting one person, they couldn't attack each other. And that's why the smuggler's moon has become quiet. Who are some of the prime bounty hunters? A nest of Gand. Twin sons. Too beautiful to be likes hunting me? How is that bad? Next. Droids. Hanhar. And Mira. Why? How do you know who I am? Okay, we know about that already. You speak as if you hate the guild. Oh, we've already got that one. Where can I find the guild? What can I do to make them show themselves? How do I raise my bounty? Cause trouble. So who should I make mad? Make the exchange mad. Alright. Alright. So, how to draw out the bounty hunters, run around doing main character stuff until they get so friggin' angry that they break the truce.
I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship.
Your ship? I'd lay off the spice if I were you. That's our ship, not yours.
Was I talking to you? I tell you, that ship's mine.
What makes you think it's yours?
It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars.
If you can prove it's yours, I'll give it back.
The registry's 34 P7JK. It's got a temperamental hyperdrive, and the turrets can be sluggish and unresponsive against fast-moving fighters. She's also got 2 secret compartments, one in the cargo hold, right near the plasteel cylinders in the back, and the second beneath the bunks in the starboard cabin.
That's right, but I didn't know about the cargo hatch. Can I buy it from you?
No deal. A ship's worth its weight in spice on Nar Shaddaa, and nothing's worth being trapped here another year scrounging freight jobs.
Alright. It's yours, you can have it back.
What? It's our ship. I mean, your ship that I fly.
Good to hear you aren't going to challenge it. That makes things a lot easier.
What are you doing? That's gonna trap us here.
Don't worry, flying the Ebon Hawk is like painting a target on your forehead. I'm not doing him any favors.
I'll be going now. Get used to the solid ground beneath you.
Let me shoot him in the back. No one has to know.
Alright, let's wrap up what we're doing here and then go back to the ship and check up on everybody. No cred junk here. I don't see any customers. Okay, just... alright, let's see what you have. Bunch of stuff. Okay, nothing I really need.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you.
Feel this background noise, like a vibration.
It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare.
It feels so alive, but with a desperation about it.
I'm surprised you can feel it. I fear the damage to you had deadened you to such perceptions. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force. Their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life.
Is there some way to heal it?
One might as well heal the universe, but such manipulation is possible, yes. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination.
I can control over such a large scale is possible.
Not in the sense you understand it. The ability to fool the minds of others, to dominate them on a massive scale that you speak of, is not achieved best through raw power. Manipulation is done through propelling events, or selected ones, into motion. It is done through teaching, through example, and through conviction. And the greatest of victories are not manipulations at all, but simply awakening others to the truth of what you believe, of hearing it echoed around you in life. But let us be silent. Words and thoughts are distractions. Feel this moment, for as long as it will last. Feel life as it is, with the crude matter stripped away.
Whoa. Humble purveyor of supplies. What do you mean, veteran of a war yet to come? Let's see what you have. Ooh, a lightsaber crystal. Hey, we gotta follow. Thanks for the follow. Nothing I really need.
Please, look, I already paid the exchange what I have. Oh, look! Here's the one with your credits. About time. Look, these gentlemen are getting impatient.
I don't have the money. Wait. So, I'm not gonna do it, but if you have Force Dominate, you can be like, you two, give me all your credits, then go jump in the central pit. We can try. There's no need for this. Go on your way. There's no need for this. We'll go on our way. Nice. There you go. Force Persuade. Classic Force Persuade. These are not the droids you're looking for.
Are you crazy? That was exchange muscle. When they hear about this, they'll come back a dozen strong and tear you limb from limb.
Let them come.
It's your life. Me? I'm laying low for a while. Maybe they'll forget about me.
There's the droid! That's the droid we need!
The Jedi Code is still alive and well.
Anyone who deserves our help. If we're capable of it.
If you say so. I'm not sure I believe it. There's a lot of people who need help in the galaxy. If we stop to help each one, the Sith are going to be on us faster than anything. Let's just accomplish our mission first, then worry about everyone else.
His influence just shifted. He shifted away from Red. Wait a minute, am I... I don't know quite. Hey, that's the droid! You T&Tubs droid? I'll speak to Coden. I'm looking for an astromech droid. IT-31 once belonged to T&Tub. How about I buy that droid from you? Credits. How about 300 credits? I have a feeling you'll be satisfied with 150. Let's see what else you have. HK Droid Processor. Yoink. Droid Quadranium Plating. Holy shit, 12,000 credits. Quadranium is an incredibly strong element used in the manufacture of starship fuel tanks. Let's make droid armor out of that. Holy shit. That's awesome, though. Diadium is used in the construction of armor sheets that protect vital military installations. Agradium is used to create solar sails. All kinds of fun droid upgrades we could buy here. But we don't really need any of these right now. All scenes upgrade class 2. Yeah, it does. It's a feat though. You'll get the droids get that as they level up. Okay, we'll check the side rooms. Well, I mean, I guess we could check the side rooms while we're here. No sense in not doing it now. Oh, this is where we came from? Oh, yeah, it is. This is actually where I want to go. I was able to retrieve the memory core. Thank you. We'll be going now. Hey! Renewable droid shield.
Just...
Let's give Baodur true power attack.
Say the word.
Okay, let's wander around a little bit more. Oh, actually, I bet. I think the refugee sector is where we want to go. What do you want? Why can't the refugees leave? Who is the overseer? Sakwesh sounds like the one I want to see. I don't need to pay the toll.
Just like a Jedi.
Yeah. I think it's down here. This area is a whole lot of winding corridors. Here we go, refugee sector.
If you want to find out what's going on, talk to Hussein.
Husef, huh? Husef.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata waka. Huta yanolia. Jukta genechuba.
Sintatita
Kavadumpa. Mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish chavak.
I used to serve in the Mandalore. Hey, you look like a spacer. You work at the docks?
No, why?
Because if you need a crew, I'm your man. I flew during the Mandalorian Wars, and again during the Jedi Civil War.
Served in the war?
Yes, and look where I ended up.
Why are you still flying?
You need a pilot's license to fly the freighters here. They're tough to get without sponsorship.
If I hear anyone looking for a pilot, I'll refer them.
I'd greatly appreciate that.
There you go. Just, ain't nothing.
Greetings. Are you the spacer we were told about?
No, I'm Wakefieldo.
Oh, we were expecting one of the pilots from the docks sometime soon to come and get us off Nar Shaddaa. He's late. I don't know where he is.
Can I help?
Thank you. To be honest, I don't even know his name. Some guy named Planor? Said he had a pilot friend who would take us for 500 credits.
Uh-huh. And how much did Planor charge you for this information?
50 credits? Why?
I suspect Planor scammed you.
I was afraid of that. I knew I shouldn't have trusted him.
I'll try and find someone for you.
Thank you. I'm beginning to lose hope that we'll ever get out of here.
Didn't I just... This guy right over here.
Hey, any luck yet?
Oh, no. It's... Right, because he doesn't have a ship. He's just a pilot. Okay, so I think I remember how this goes. I think you gotta find the ship. And the guy who owns the ship doesn't have a pilot. Yeah, okay.
Kaven?
I
I was on Telos for a time. Kaven, I thought you had died at Serico. It is a friend I have met along the way.
I did. I don't want to talk about it. Sure, what information? What kind of information? Ooh, good loot. Sure. What's the... Ah, thanks for the tip.
Are you one of Sakwesh's men? Did you take my daughter?
No?
Don't you work with Sakwesh? He took my daughter, Adana, to sell to the Huts. All because I told him I could not pay his tribute.
Can I help you get her back?
I owe Sakwesh 600 credits. I don't have enough.
I will find where he's hiding Adana and release her.
Thank you. But won't he track us down and kidnap her again?
I'll make sure he doesn't do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Please hurry.
Anybody else here have names? Husef.
Welcome, traveler. My name's Husef. I try to look out for the other refugees. I see you're a stranger here. Watch your step and keep to the camp.
Why's that?
You've got the Serico refugees over on the skyward side. They're veterans from the Serico campaign and don't take kind to strangers. And on the inner side, you've got the Overseer and his exchange. They've been pushing us refugees pretty hard lately.
How do the Serico and the exchange get along?
Those two have a truce. Neither side wants to mess with the other.
Does the Serico bother you?
Only if we enter their territory. It makes things a little tight here in the camp. Not much room to move. Occasionally, their thugs kidnap people and sell them into slavery with the Huts. They've also hemmed us in. We used to live all throughout this area, but they've crammed us all in here now.
Why do the exchange even care about the refugees?
They're trying to break our spirit so that we'll become slave workers for the Huts.
Doesn't make sense. Aren't they just running out to force feed slavery?
You might be right, but I can't imagine why else they'd be coming down on us.
Anything I can help with?
If you could convince either the exchange or the Serico to give us more space, that would really help a lot.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
Another refugee? I'm sad to see another join our ranks. I lost my husband Lutra long ago in the Jedi Civil War.
What happened?
When Telos was bombarded by the Sith, some of us were able to escape on in-system shuttles. We floated in orbit for weeks before we were picked up by Republic capital ships.
Why did the Sith let the in-system shuttles survive?
I think the Sith wanted witnesses to what happened to Telos, and I've been drifting from planet to planet ever since, only to end up here with nowhere left to go.
Can I help?
You were kind to offer, but unless you can return my husband to me, there is little that you can do.
I don't know, I'll be gone.
This is Serico territory. Get out of here before we space you. Got it?
I want to speak to your leader.
That's a laugh. Look, blow out of here like space dust, or you'll be a new stain on the cargo hold.
Let me talk to your leader.
All right, you can go see him.
Is there any way to do that without crawling inside their head?
Ooh, security door. Nope. Oh shit, he didn't like that. I mean, fair enough. Since when has an NPC ever cared about opening a locked door? Since when? That doesn't happen. My immersion is broken. Oh Christ, I really did it. Oh boy, I've done it now. There, but XP to feed our path. Yes, death is the only way out. Oops. Well, I guess I convinced the Sericos to leave him alone. Just needs more loot. Well, may as well open the rest now. I guess they'll leave the refugees alone now, right? I honestly forgot they would do that. I wonder if I've just aggroed the entire. It's fine. We'll play on. We'll play on. Mainly because I don't actually remember how to peacefully deal with them. Other than that, it was really hard because they really don't want to deal peacefully. The Exile's just working out some issues, okay? Yeah, look at all this XP running up to you, and with loot as well.
This won't take long.
Grenade! Oh shit, I killed Bear there. Whoops. Let's just pop another shield. Oh, what? Did I just trigger a dialogue in the middle of combat? Concussion grenade? What else we got here? Plasma? There we go. That's impressive. Plasma! Okay, we good now? We done? We all done? Didn't mean to kill them all, but... oh well. Let's see if there's any good loot back here. Ariadu stealth unit. That sounds good. Sometimes everybody's gotta die. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Airspeeder. Better.
After you assemble it, I'll double check your work for you.
Install navigation interface. Unlock the control. Oh, examine.
Hey, let me take care of that for you.
Oh, sure, I'll let the expert handle it.
Expert. I like the sound of that. All done.
Okay, now it just needs flaps and power cells. Yeah, we did that while holding blasters. That is some skill. Man has some serious skill. Alright, well. He's pretty handy.
Let's
hear it. Aden? Aimed at the smuggler's moon years into the Civil War. He is not a soldier, he is a killer. What was it that Kreia called him? Murderer. Hey, Aden.
Something up?
I have some questions for you, Aden.
Alright, what did you want to know?
Met somebody on Nar Shaddaa who says he knows you.
Yeah, that's a surprise. Did he say I owed him credits too?
He says you're not Aten at all, that you showed up in Nar Shaddaa during the Civil War.
I'm as Aten will ever be. And whoever your trusted informant is, he's right. I did show up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War, along with a lot of other refugees.
Anything you want to tell me?
No, because you're asking about it. If I wanted to tell you anything, I would have come and told you. Anything else?
Calm down, just wanted to know. No harm meant.
Is this an interrogation? If so, you're terrible at it. Especially for an ex-Jedi. Or whatever you are. Why don't you just crawl in my head and try to dig out whatever you're looking for rather than asking about it?
Alright, look. If you've got a problem, let's settle it.
You know what? I helped you get off Peragus. If I hadn't been there, you wouldn't have even gotten off the administration level. I'm trying to help you. I don't know why I'm bothering.
Why are you trying to protect me?
I don't know. I'm not sure I understand it half the time.
Okay, I want to know where you were before you arrived on Nar Shaddaa.
You know what? Not once have I asked you about the Mandalorian Wars. Not once.
I heard about Duxon. Everyone has. I heard about Serico, and I sure as hell know about Malachor 5.
What makes you think you've got the right to interrogate me on anything? You've got plenty of lives to answer for. All you Jedi do.
If you've got a question to ask, then ask.
How did you even live with yourself after Malachor? Is that why you went back to the Jedi Council? Hoping they'd kill you?
Wasn't like it. Okay, alright, come on, let's hear it.
But Jedi don't kill, do they? At least not their prisoners. Maybe you were counting on it when you went back in chains. So you got off easy. You were exiled, brushed under the cargo ramp, another dirty little Jedi secret. I'll tell you, all those Jedi at Malachor, they deserved it. Every last one of them.
You weren't there. You have no idea what happened.
Oh yeah? Shows how much you know. Maybe you're wrong about a lot of other things too.
No one deserved what happened at Malachor. How could you even say those Jedi deserved to die?
Because Jedi lie. And they manipulate. And every act of charity or kindness they do, you can drag it out squirming into the light and see it for what it is. The galaxy doesn't need Jedi arrogance or Jedi hypocrisy anymore.
What do you mean?
At least the Sith are honest about what they're killing for. The Jedi are pacifists, except in times of war. They're teachers, except when it comes to telling their students the truth. And when they save you, it's only so you can suffer more.
You're wrong, Aden. That's not the way of the Jedi.
Whatever, just leave me alone. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you anyway.
Wow. Alright. That took a turn. Fixed your problem, Husif.
You wiped out all of the Serico on your own? Impressive. You've made things easier for us around here.
All right. Anything else I can help with?
If you could convince the exchange to take some of the pressure off, that would really be a big help.
See what I can do.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll convince them the way I convinced the Saracos.
Keep back. I am ill. Contagious, the others say.
Let me help. I've just been training on how to treat injuries.
But I might infect you.
I'll accept the risk.
I won't turn away your help.
Maybe I should open a security door in exchange territory.
I'm feeling a little better. Thank you.
Oh, hands me something. Thank you. What did he hand me? A crystal. Alright, nice.
That was a kind act. It is good to see that one can still show compassion, even after the war.
It's a minor thing.
For some, it would have been a difficult thing to do.
I know that's not the end of the conversation, Aboth. I'm saving the rest for later. I'm telling the story, you know? I'm doing a dramatic thing. Murder Spree number 2.
Let's see, 3 bricks of spice out to Elysia, then with a turnaround, no, that won't work. Come act! Here so soon? I wasn't expecting you for... well, not now, anyway. Yeah, well, I tried to explain that, you see, but, I had no choice. These thugs showed up, and they said that you could go space yourselves. And I was like, no, this is the Red Eclipse, and...
Kreia? Is something wrong?
Not as of yet.
Someone's trying to board...
Yes. What happens next is not our fight, and your first reaction will not serve us here. Let us see what the exile will do.
Kreia? What are you doing, Kreia? You guys see what they're setting up here? Find the owner of the ship. We just gave the ship back to its original owner. There he is.
Finally, my ticket off this hole. Looks like it's been through hell. It's good to be back on the old girl. Hey, what are you doing on my ship? Damn right I am. What are you...
Oh, poor guy. Well, I guess we better go back to the ship. Let's actually see if we can get some upgrades done before we go back to the ship. pretty up our weapons and gear a little bit. Make things look nice. Because I suspect we're gonna need the help. Okay, oh no, I did create items. Create. Sonic discharge cell. Contour grip. Okay, yep. Pinpoint scope. Accuracy scope is the way to go, I think. Standard power cell, I think. Broadening chamber. Precision chamber. Why would you ever use a precision chamber when the broadening chamber is just better? Oh, because they use different skills, that's why. Ooh, beam splitter. Mandalorian chamber. Sure, why not? Alright, so now we're going to take Atten's guns. What I'm going to do... Oh, I need to be Atten to do that.
Say the word.
Oh, can you not upgrade? Oh, right, because he's got the special guns. You can't actually upgrade those. Yeah, Lux's Disruptor and Bannock's Blaster. Damn. Okay, well. Maybe we can get some upgradable guns. Save game, yes, good idea. Came here to parts or equipment. Okay, doesn't seem to be selling any guns. Alright, well, that's fine. You can upgrade the armor instead. Let's see. That can take upgrades, that can take upgrades. Oh, a Republic Blaster, there we go. Looks like he's got that. Let's give him... Let's give him the... I thought I had a repeating blaster. Oh, I did. Welcome to whose ship is it anyway, where everything's made up but the points don't matter. The points are like term limits for Republic Chancellors. Hey! Da 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 da. Okay, let's take the Ion Blaster. Give it the beam splitter and accuracy scope. Sith battlesuit can take energy damage reduction. Sounds like a good idea. Armor plating. That's more of a thing for Atten, I think. Let's create some sound dampening overlay. Energy shielding, useful. I'll break down some of these items. Oh, because his repair skill is crap, that's why. That's why he's not getting much for breaking him down. I'm not going to use these, so I'll just break these down. Disruptor rifle. I'll hang on to that. Duracell heavy, I'm not going to use. Interface band, maybe. Gotta keep the insulated gloves. Get rid of that. Don't need 2 lockout bypasses. Don't need doubles of much of these, actually. Okay, there. Now, let's make some stuff. Okay. Energy shielding, useful. Bladed plating, also useful. Heavy bonded plates. Environmental underlay. Oh, restorative underlay. Ooh. Armor weed Mark IV. Hey, here we go. Strengthening underlay. Actually, that'll be good. Ranged. Oof. Power pulsator. Precision chamber. Yeah, precision chamber. Mildering edge, neutronium edge. So many edges. Hey, follow. Thank you, Pacifica. Let's take the Sith battle suit. Let's go energy shielding, strengthening underlay. Take this blaster rifle. Oh, let's pull the components out of it. I'm not going to probably use this thing ever again. Slap them into the Republic blaster. Power pulsator, massive criticals, pinpoint scope. Yep. And precision chamber. Now it's a crit farming machine. The ion blaster, meanwhile, just gets a bunch of straight bonuses to damage. Cool, alright. Let's go. Now we save. Hold on. Turned off my my flux came on by accident. Thought I had that turned off. Ah!
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Just cutting right through him. Whee!
Let's settle this.
Stun! Stun! Stun? Stun. Go with the stunned one. Board the ship. Oh god, they're everywhere. Bayodir, please don't die. Glad I got the Arcanian shield, because it blocks Sonic. Hey, you. Off my ship. And you.
More where that came from. More where that came from. More where that came from.
Hey, it's Frag. Hey, Frag. We are repelling borders.
This won't take long.
Yeah, this isn't enough where that came from, yeah.
Everyone down. More where that came from. More where that came from.
Let's drop a grenade right at my feet. Perfect. More speed! Just run straight at them. That must be unnerving. Suddenly he's right there. Oh, you want to go hand to hand, huh? You want to go hand to hand, do you? I've been practicing. Let's go hand to hand. Oh no, he doesn't want to go hand to hand. Okay, fine. Okay, I bet the rest of them are on the bridge. It's grenade o'clock. I know there's an option to turn it off. I choose not to. So be it. Pay yourself. Grenade.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
More healing. More healing? More healing.
More where that came from.
Alright, fine. You want to go melee? Melee shield.
Look,
there we go.
There's been a misunderstanding. The ship, it's all yours. Consider it a gift, all right? Didn't know you were messing with Red Eclipse slavers. Guess those stories about the Hawk being a cursed vessel are true.
I accept your gift. Be careful in the future.
Great. I'll, just find my way out, all right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Don't you ever give it a rest? Fine, don't mind me. I just need to get some stuff from the cargo hold.
You know the first tier of styles, but you're holding back because I am unarmed. Tell me where you were trained.
What can I say? I'm a quick study.
You lie. Few know the Echani styles by reflex.
Oh yeah? Guess you saw a lot of the world while you were freezing your cargo hold off in the Ice Academy. Didn't you, sister? Next time I walk in here, I'm carrying a blaster. Oh yeah, one other thing. Don't think I haven't noticed the way you've been sparring with our ex-Jedi friend. This isn't some pleasure yacht. So if I did know all the Echani movements, I might know more than just the first tier, including the etiquette rituals. So keep your hands where I can see them.
Fool.
Shut up.
Oh hey, I have plus con now from light mastery. What to get? More hit points. No. Improved flurry. Oh, new skill. Or new force power. Technique thing. Stasis, maybe? DC is the same, but the duration is longer. And it gets me to stasis field. Yeah, sure. Stasis sounds good. On the other hand... Destroy droid is going to come in handy soon, we'll get that. I happen to know that. Okay, let's see.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
I need answers.
Ask. Yes.
I'm tending toward light, not like because that's what I'm doing, but
very well.
You'll see. I want to continue the lesson about listening.
There is nothing more that I can teach you now. Wait.
Okay. How about the skills?
Have you done as I asked?
Yeah, I devoted myself to healing.
That is a skill I know well. To know the knots of muscle, the currents of blood within the veins and flesh. It is a galaxy within the galaxy. The ability to heal is also the ability to harm, and the inability to heal what is damaged can also bring about harm. Skill does not always draw from the Force, but it is a measure of power nonetheless. It can grant knowledge, help steady oneself when one's thoughts are in chaos, or grant enlightenment. Much can be achieved without the Force, as you know. Life continues, persists, and may be helped or harmed as a result. Now I am tired. Leave me to my meditations.
Hey! Maximum force points increased. Let's see if the handmaiden wants to do more sparring.
Yes? I do not think you are...
No, not yet. Maybe she'll talk about Atris now.
She speaks of you often in anger, but her movements, the motion of her hand, her eyes, do not share the anger of her words. They are only the signs of loss. It has been almost the count of 10 years, yet the thought of you burns within her still.
We didn't part on the best of terms.
I believe that your leaving the Jedi Order may have hurt her more than she will ever admit. It is a difficult thing to speak of, to see Atris unable to confront such strong emotion within herself. You did not care for her, did you? Atris is beautiful and wise.
Beautiful shudder, maybe. I always thought she hated me.
I have heard that Jedi sometimes renounce the code by loving another and fall from the Order, and there are others who keep such unions secret.
I think the term is pulling a bindo.
Pulling a bindo?
Bad joke, bald guy. Long story.
Very well. Are there such unions?
Sometimes it happens.
That is what I have heard. I was not sure if it was something you had seen or experienced.
Not personally.
I see. I have asked you many questions. I did not mean to. They are questions that have gathered over years, and I did not wish to ask Atris.
Well, if you have other questions... only fools fear questions and their answers.
Thank you, then. I hope this creates some measure of trust between us.
Yeah, Kingsor got the reference. Oh, dark side, what? What did I say that got me dark side points? What the hell did I say? I mean, I don't care, but what the hell did I say?
You know, I'm glad I found you again, General.
What are you talking about?
We were together at Malachor. I don't know if anyone else could understand. Getting philosophical on me? I'm here because you found me on Telos and I decided to come along for the ride. Not that I had much choice after we got going.
And why are you still here?
Tired of me already? I was frustrated. Watching the Ithorians getting pushed around by Zerka, I thought I could make a difference, but it was taken away from me. Guess if one planet was good enough for me, why not the galaxy?
Sometimes there's... Even if you knew what was wrong with it, how would you know where to start?
You just have to know what the circuits look like.
It's all wires and switches to you, huh?
That's the way I see things. Traveling with you, I know there's something else in the universe, but I can't do anything about it anyways. So I'll leave it to you to take care of.
Told you I'm not a Jedi.
They might not call you a Jedi anymore, but believe me, you are. It's not the sort of thing that you just stop being. You're stuck with it, just like you're stuck being the General. Was there something you wanted me for?
I guess it's a little bit Sith. I don't know. It didn't seem like a Sith thing to say to me. Okay. Oh!
Diagnostic. HK-47 activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
Why were you in our storage hold?
Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar. Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task.
Any idea what happened to you?
Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason, that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading.
You're an assassin droid.
Recitation. Yes, as I said, I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy. Master, oh, how I hate that term.
What, meat bag?
Answer. No, Master. I said it again.
I'm not sure I like the idea of having an assassin droid on board.
Answer. Well, I am not certain I like the idea of a master who feels reservations at having an assassination droid at their disposal. In fact, it brings with it a certain sense of dread that you may actually not use me to my full capabilities.
You're not killing anyone unless in self-defense. Even then, I don't want you acting on without my orders.
Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve. Statement. Master, I must express some degree of concern. As I have studied your actions, looking for potential vulnerabilities to exploit, I have found several.
Vulnerabilities?
Statement. You seem disposed to helping others, not harming them, as I have come to expect and anticipate from organic meat bags across the galaxy.
Are you studying me for vulnerabilities?
Statement. Master, it is nothing personal, but professional pride dictates that I keep a running tally on any potential weaknesses in my masters. And of course, the weaknesses of any other sentient meatbags, droids, or other targets who are in service to my master.
It doesn't answer my question.
Hypothetical. Master, it is entirely possible that one day you may no longer be my master, and that my new master might get jealous of our prior relationship. It has happened before. As a result, I have a responsibility to know your weaknesses should I be required to assassinate you.
You don't have to call me Master.
Statement. Oh, I am aware of that, Master. I simply use it to give you the illusion of control and obedience. Humans often need such comforts until the end comes.
There's no illusion of control. You answer to me.
Statement. Of course I do, Master. Until the end. Statement. Ah, you wish to conduct an interrogation? Very well. Proceed.
It's... When I ask you questions, I mean I will ask you questions without torturing you.
Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point. Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself. I would be saddened if you held back.
You look a lot like a series of droids that has attacked me.
Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable.
There's at least 4 now defunct versions of you in the galaxy.
Statement. Master.
Actually, that number is 6.
That your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed,
No, wait, 7.
I am unique.
There's a series of HK-50 units sharing your model and function that we have encountered on multiple occasions.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation.
Do I know why he calls people meatbags? Why? Why does HK-47 refer to people as meatbags? Enlighten us. Because he called Malik that once and Revan thought it was hilarious. Yep.
Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I mean, I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are in fact hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being.
Let's talk about the other HK units.
Statement. Ah, yes. Them. Very well. What did you wish to know?
You sound pretty disgusted by these duplicates.
Answer. My feelings on the matter are something that I feel I must put in proper context, in a way that even a meatbag such as yourself could easily comprehend. Theory. Imagine, if you will, that you are unique, the pinnacle of an exiled, cast-out Jedi who can't even use the Force. Imagine that no one has sunk lower than you, that you are truly the most miserable example of a Jedi ever.
I get it already.
Continuation. Now that you have that image, imagine this. Someone clones you. Badly, I might add. They make the clones talk differently, rob you of any shred of personality, and take your Jedi code and adjust it, so that it is not really the Jedi code anymore. They even change your pigmentation to a rather poor shade of Durasteel, rather than the proper rusty red that inspires fear in targets. And of course, they refer to meatbags as organics. Unacceptable.
Doesn't seem that different from you, actually.
Indignation. Have you gone deaf? Surely you've heard them speak, and instantly you can tell the difference between them and I.
The voice, but you all sound exactly the same.
Statement. If Master would just listen to their voices sound nothing like me. They have none of the looping, static-filled, sinister background hiss that I am known for.
Okay, so that explains your anger.
Clarification. Anger would be an understatement for the heat that builds up in my behavior core when these cheap imitations make their presence felt throughout the galaxy. statement. Part of the indignity of all these copies is that they impair my ability to perform my function. The more people throughout the galaxy recognize me as an illegal assassination device, the more difficulty I will have in carrying out my mission.
That's enough for now, I think. Let's go back out there. Put away the visor. All right. Let's come on, everybody. Come on. Okay, let's have a word at it.
Something up?
All right.
Tell me about your past.
Well, don't get too attached to me. I don't like it.
Why not?
It's because I'm a deserter. It's what I do.
Did you the Mandalorian War or the Jedi Civil War?
Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi.
Why? Wait. You were Sith?
That's just a name. It's what we did that was important. But it was more than that. You were there. You knew how easy it was to hate the Jedi who sat back in the Republic, evaluating the threat, and watched us die against the Mandalorians.
Didn't know you served the Republic. Yeah, I know Bayodir's still almost dead. He's fine. Don't worry. He'll just walk it off. He's gonna walk it off.
Began to betray their oaths to the Republic and side with Revan, Admiral Kareth, Mon Halan, General Darryd, and all the rest.
Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do.
You took an oath. What you did was a betrayal.
No, it wasn't. We needed the Jedi during the Mandalorian Wars, more than anything. The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Stay-Rib cities into glass craters. At Duro, when Basilisk war droids rained like meteors onto the orbiting cities. And when the Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares III, the fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war, and we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
Instead, you all became Sith.
If that's what you want to call knowing when to fight and when to kill, then yes. But you can't really break down people into Sith and Jedi and expect everything to make sense. We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. He saved us.
What happened then?
It's another story, and it's nothing I feel like talking about. I did a lot of things I'm not proud of, and I couldn't do it anymore. All right?
What about your chatty training?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Thing.
That. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
Just asking, no harm meant.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands.
Okay, doesn't want to talk about it yet.
Yes, General? What's going on?
Let's level up Bayodir so he doesn't fucking die on us. And at 2. More dex, always good. Okay. Now, I am going to see if I can find the last piece of the lightsaber before I sign off for the night. I think it's in the docks.
Graci, ubaci compadwana muska. Gavadumpa munsuru kuplaliau.
Okay.
Bornacinin sopa maranca wongo cumbia.
You're the owner of this? Is he okay? He's fine.
Tiumpe, doe po.
Wakefield, though.
Watakratunji, mularay.
How so?
Kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura.
Okay.
Malampas tarawando krimo gawan.
Hi.
Jona yurturanga chiwi.
So you can raise my swoop bite.
Panesuka kran.
What is that?
Jun soba me rapa. No kuma randisa makchiksa. Kuch.
A droid.
Mogachi nota harembe wanachi. Drumpaba nakares magre.
Fixing the swoop races.
The hupo boteño go jucho picha. Gwen taba ni sochu. Norotoga proto lala shishu. Jubadosa jibacha.
So he built the droid to win the races.
Takam tuchis miku mogo graba. Kechichul id. Kavadumpe masuraku. Popayi boteña. Tachimorota kamsa.
So by not fixing the races anymore, the exchange couldn't claim a cut of the winnings. It's not the exchange racer winning anymore, even the huts have rules. So why is this place so empty? You can shave a Wookiee several times, but you can only skin him once. That's disgusting. It's also true. So Lupo skinned his Wookiee.
Bonsocho, chono nemagorta. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi boteña.
It's the moon of the hot homeworld, but yes. Much like Coruscant, Nar Shaddaa is an ecumenopolis. It's a city that spans the entire world.
Drabinuka soba mamarma. Dancha neg mamamba kanta mepalen. Misuko chanira mosa fan rosota jus lamakiko da. Kawanabota atagwa kanta.
Oh.
Joanna masaranka ma ramazurata.
Oh, what's the interesting dark side choice here?
You much a fuego.
Great, what are the codes?
Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi boteña, tachimorota kamsa.
What's the dark side choice, Captain Squeaky? Alright. Give me the codes. I can reprogram the behavior core of the process delay without him realizing it. And like Telos used to be. Yeah, Telos used to be an ecumenopolis like Coruscant, but then Malak happened. You remember that scene? Resume the bombardment. Oh yeah, force persuade to convince them to jump into the wall. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, never mind. Hello? Yeah, jumping is a good idea. Get to ground faster that way. How do you say that?
Tonichi ramagrinzo mos rapana. In soranaka megunsoji, nekchi una bola monchi wataton. Hoshmanfu ni wado de kutama, tosoma britushniki tuk bamba.
Band blasts?
Dokini kama renzo ni inash dijon bla when so mas. Tong about shan.
Alright. Maybe someone can even the odds. Let's check for oddities. There's an unusual looking module attached under the droid's left arm. The module is set to send burst transmissions at a set interval. The signal is omnidirectional and therefore the receiver remains anonymous. Slice in. There's only one file in the droid's behavioral subroutines. Open swoop 0001. Reprogram the droid. Force persuade. You saw nothing. Duh. Your dread seems to have expired. Your dread exploded. Perhaps someone can buy the gallery from you. Perhaps Born Elise?
Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Tarak krono king bulotonga chopa chavwa gnruta.
Why'd I get dark side? Whatever. Oh, is it because I tried to use Force Persuade? Probably. You okay there, bud? He's in no state to have a conversation. I didn't... Look at me, I'm not evil, okay? I am not evil. Yay, credits. If I remember, the docks are this way? Is this the way to the docks? Yes. Oh, it's him.
Bograshon kontichaum, King Lord Aitha kun, Aitha patisa tong, Diakon batot kaun, Jona choba. Tapichayu bong, Jijiskapule, Jumbula, Watagratug, Jimula. Chupayu bong labograturong, Agtichimait, Muliranion chuba. Nilun kagratuk, Jimut malia bist white wata. Jiji, naudun chong yomabola human. Nilun kagratuk, Jimut malia bist white wata. Jiji, naudun chong yomabola human. Chopiti man punjame. Sashange bedwana mulera. Chupa wanga kuna konticha. Chona konasa. Chopiti man punjame. Sashange bedwana mulera. Chupa wanga kuna konticha. Chona konasa.
Oh, we found the local hut. Let's look at the skybox. I think it's in one of these. Oh, okay. Leave them alone. Maybe it's in here. Nope, just a shield. Hey, Mandalorians!
Not a very good idea. Entering a Mandalorian's room uninvited. Why don't you back up to the point where you were standing outside the door and rethink your decision?
Mandalorian with a sense of humor.
There are a few few of us in the galaxy. Yeah, what do you want?
I'll be going now. No point starting a fight. War's over. We won. Oh, they're missing their captain, huh? Ooh, a plasma projector. What the fuck is that? Massive weapon fires bolt of plasma. Okay, it requires a bunch of feats. Does 2 to 24 damage. 2d12 damage. Good lord. Listen, the only reason I'm not a Jedi is because I was exiled, okay? Shut up. Not him. Maybe him? I'm not from the Dock Authority. What do you mean? Let's see if I can help you out. Out of curiosity, what's your cargo? Can I have a power cell? Ah, thanks. I'm not gonna rob him. See, I'm gonna use that power cell to power the airspeeder. Ooh. Bunch of cool stuff. Lutra!
I don't know who you are, but you picked the wrong room to break into.
Sorry, didn't know anyone was in here.
No harm done. For a minute, I thought you might have been someone else.
What do you mean?
My wife, Ada. There's
Yeah,
a chance she may be
that's
here on
right.
Nar Shaddaa. A lot of refugees ended up here after the Jedi Civil War. I came here to see if I could track her
We
down.
met Ada.
Thing
She's
is,
back
I
in the
can't get
refugee
into the
zone.
refugee sector. And even if I could, I'm not sure I could find her. I've been here for weeks, hoping to see her face. All I've done is watch my credits burn away to nothing.
Yeah, I ran into a woman named Ada in the refugee sector.
What? Is there any way to get her out?
I'm working on it.
I can't believe she's still alive. This is the best news I've heard in years. Please, whatever you can do, I'd appreciate it.
Why would anyone want to flee to hut space? Lack of options, maybe? Oh yeah, let's talk to this guy over here. I'm Wakefield, just checking her out. Checking out the area. What are you doing? Well, you've got an impressive array of equipment and monitors. It's designed to track signals, right? Antennas for what? Tracking a signal among the dock frequencies sounds impossible. I don't understand. What's that a problem? Why would anyone need such a strong signal? How peculiar. Did you find it?
Tu es rectona tu insula raka
Who's behind it?
Nunchka wanasicho ranabamangakan. Mopita wajosi muchuto. Dosakachi kawana abawa.
It's job.
Dosakachi kawana abawasi.
Sure.
Nsukrema sukunda tungala. Merontono junsara ga roto. Dosakachi kawana abawasi.
Pylon 3. Let's go. Man said without delay. Let's go! Meow. Hey, a tinfoil hat might actually help him block out the frequency. Pylon 3 I think is a far one.
Oh, looks like the Jedi raised their standards. Hanhar. I thought I smelled something. I've told you before, hunt your own targets. Don't scavenge mine. What, working for the Hutt suddenly made you stupider, Hanhar? You touch me, you'll break the truce, and then you won't last long enough to slip off this moon. Don't, Hanhar. I'm warning you. I don't want your life dead, Hanhar. I told you. Yeah, you're right. I'm afraid. I'm afraid if you keep crushing me, I'll accidentally set off my rocket charges and blow us both to Nal Hutta. I'd rather die than be caught by you again, Hanhar.
Wow. Oh, there's a dead Twi'lek. Oh god, the door is just closed. Ah! Cleaning droid's gone rogue. It has a shield. Why does a cleaning droid have a shield? Has a lot of, like, military upgrades for a cleaning droid. How peculiar. How strange. What could this mean? What did they mean by this? Beginning to think it wasn't janitor after all. Oh, where's the Biff? And whose arm is that? Biff arm holding datapad. Oh god. Found signal. Droid attacked me. It's deleting my data. We'll try to get log interrupted. Okay. Are you the Dockmaster?
You are interrupting me for a reason? I have a lot of work to do.
It disarmed him. Hey! Do you have any need for pilots?
Yes, but no work for pilots while ships get hijacked.
Who's hijacking freighters?
Goto and his exchange hijacks Voga's ships. Hurts business.
Why is Godo hijacking freighters?
For money, I assume. We don't know how he does it. Every ship we send out, he gets. Fine. You,
I want to talk to you about last vow.
the Ithorian? Nothing to talk about. He paid docking fee. He go.
How much does he owe?
Ithorian owes 600 credits. Why? Does he owe you money too?
Is there any way I can convince you to forget his debt?
Forget? Yes. Fassa can forget. You pay debt, and I forget. 600 credits, or maybe you help Fassa with something.
What do you want help with?
Pylon power supply badly damaged. Only can support one pylon at a time. Can't bring freighters in fast enough.
Last Vow's cargo is cryogenic power cells. Would that help?
Cryogenic power cells, you say? Ithorian gives Fassa some power cells, and Fassa let him go. Agree?
I think he'd accept that deal.
Great!
I'll let him know.
Great! Good! What else?
There's another way you can resolve that. There's a mini game you can play with the consoles where it's like a priority routing problem. And there's another way you can do that where you do the priority routing problem, except if you have really high repair, you could be like, oh hey, I could just like fix the console. And then it works. Oh, let's ask about... Can you transport a family to Telos?
What?
No, okay. Alright, let's go let the man know that his freighter's free to leave. And then we can fix that airspeeder. And then maybe get the last piece of the lightsaber. He says let you depart if you give him a power cell. Well, good luck. Okay, back to the refugee sector. You know what, I'll turn that off just because I know it annoys some of you. There, it's off now. You happy? Can't believe I caved to audience pressure. Squeaky, I think I played a game like that once. Audience pressure leads to the dark side. Guys, I think Kingsrow might be evil. Real life doesn't count as a game? Yeah. Okay, where is Ada? There's Karina. There's Ada.
Back again?
I found your husband.
What? Lutra's here? Please, you must help me get to him.
Why can't you go now?
The exchange is circling the sector like Shyrex. If one of us should slip free, they will hunt us down and punish us.
I'll see what I can do about that.
Please, don't cause any trouble on my behalf. If you...
Alright, let's deal with the exchange. Let's deal with the exchange same way I dealt with the Seracos. Yeah, like Billy Snake says, it ties it together eventually. There's a whole long chain. I'm gonna make extra sure I hit all the parts I need to get the payoff, because a lot of people miss it, what's actually going on. and it's if you played this game before and you didn't get that particular plot thread, it's gonna blow your mind. Hey, more Sericos. I thought I killed all you guys. Atten, get your guns out. Atten, where the hell are your guns?
More where that came from.
Oh yeah, let's fix this thing. Install the flaps. Install the power cell. Okay. Examine the airspeeder. Better.
Looks grim. Let me try something. That's a little better. Try it now.
Thanks for the help. Nice. So now we have fast travel now. Let's see if that's enough to trigger.
Yes, General?
No, not yet.
Let me handle this.
Everyone down!
Alright, guess we're gonna slog our way through. I guess I could stealth through, but like, who's got the patience for that? Nothing in there. Those guys again. Where's your boss? Could just loot all these things and kill the thugs, but... let's try and do it the diplomatic way. There's Sackwish. I'm pretty much still in the sector. He's the one running this place? I'd like to talk about Lutra. Then Adana. Why do you hold her? You will let Adana go. Thank you, Sackwish. The refugee Gariel has a terrible disease. If you don't relax your hold, the disease will spread. I'll take care of him. Okay, now what about Lutra? No, okay. What does it say about... had to do something about the exchange guards. Maybe I could just bribe the guards. Wonder how this game works without a mouse. You know, this game was actually designed to be played without a mouse. Like it was a console game first, I think. Or not first, but it was it had a console release at the same time as a PC release, so I would imagine it would work pretty well on a Steam Deck. Xbox, yeah. Xbox. Okay, well, I can't figure out how to bribe the guards, so I'm just gonna provoke them. There, see? Like I said, exactly what I did with the Sericos. Exactly what it... Oh, how come I only aggroed that one? Come on, I want to aggro the other ones. Okay, maybe if I find the cell she's being held in, maybe if I open that, I can just let her out. Oh, I know, I did that already. Ah!
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Gamorrean's apparently pretty chill, yeah. They don't seem to chain pull, do they?
More where that came from.
Okay. Let's head back down. Maybe now that they've relaxed the pressure on the refugees, maybe now Ada will be able to slip out.
Did you find us a pilot yet?
Still looking.
Please.
Thank you so much for returning my Adana to me.
Yay. Did a good thing.
I appreciate you convincing Sakwesh to give us more space. We're indebted to you. You've already helped us greatly.
Lightsaber focusing lens fixture.
Back again?
Okay,
What? The exchange is circling the sector like... Deal with the exchange? You might... Visquis is the exchange boss here on Narshada. At least...
Oh yeah, we know that already. I've dealt with plant science problems before.
Please, don't cause any...
Okay, I'm not sure how to resolve that, but I did just get what I was looking for.
Yes, General?
Is that what the parts I need?
Let me see what you have. That's everything. Now all you need is a little quiet time with the workbench.
Alright. Let's do one-handed. What color focusing crystal? Let's go with blue. Blue seems a good choice. Hey, guys. We did it. We did it. Lightsaber. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. And they learned a new form too. Stasis. Space flashlight. Hell yeah. How do I get out of here? Just quick travel, yeah. Oh yeah, I have that stupid thing. Let me just talk to Visquis one more time. See if there's some option I missed. Or Sackwish. Why do you dislike humans so much? Okay, no. Not sure exactly what it was I missed here, but I don't think I'll be able to get them out now. Maybe there's a way. Whee! Yeah, Sackwish, yeah. Listen, I'm getting my my corns mixed up, okay? Alright, let's use the airspeeder. To the landing pad. I'm gonna find me a workbench. I'm gonna upgrade my lightsaber. And then we'll call it there. Actually, no. Know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end the way I ended last time. I'm gonna end with a lesson from Kreia. Gonna get a little bit of wisdom. Am I saying that all corns look the same? I'm not saying that. Yeah, I got a lightsaber now.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again? This is Ronto Scrag. What house rule says I have to go first? Yeah, well, I'm still not convinced you aren't cheating.
Warning, if you draw another +/-1 card, I will enact assassination protocols.
This droid is cleaning me out.
What are you playing?
Pazak. Well, I'm playing. It's cheating. Whatever, cheater.
Can I play?
Sure, but I don't have any more credits to bet, so it's Republic Senate rules.
Deal me in. Let's play a quick game of Pazak. Fuck. Oh wow, fuck. Squid Lake. I got lucky. Start back at 0. Okay, yeah. Yay!
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
E3. Alright, phobia emitter. Meh. Sigil crystal. Yeah, Wakefield should definitely have the sigil crystal. Let's create some lightsaber parts. How about an improved deflection emitter? Or blaster bolt deflection. Getting HK of the bonk. Go to Curious Jail. Beam gem lens. Makes it keen. That's cool. Sure, that sounds good. And how about datum energy cell for a flat bonus damage? Alright, so now it's got respectable base damage, triple crit threat range, and blaster bolt deflection. Yeah! Now we rockin'. Let's switch to blaster deflection form. Alright, a Kreia lesson to go out on.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
And I need answers.
Ask, and I will answer.
Did you know Revan? Remember, she intimated that she knew Revan.
Perhaps. I think it is fair to say that few did.
Where did Revan come from?
Revan had a mother and father, parents, ancestors, like all Jedi do. And when he awakened to his potential, I was there to see it. But where he was born, where he came from, I do not know, any more than I know where he walks now. Some said that Revan was born in the outer regions, beyond the Rim, and that's what called to him during the Mandalorian Wars. And after, it was the call of home.
What else do you know of Revan?
I know more, but it may not be enough for the answers you seek.
What caused Revan to fall and turn on the Republic?
Fall? Ah, already you presume much. You were there at Malachor. Revan's choices were always his own. It was not teaching or circumstance or example, it was him.
What made him turn to the dark side, become a Sith Lord?
Is that what he was? Or was he always true to himself, no matter what personality he wore? And there is something that the Council may never understand, that perhaps Revan never fell. The difference between a fall and a sacrifice is sometimes difficult, but I feel that Revan understood that difference more than anyone knew. The galaxy would have fallen if Revan had not gone to war. Perhaps he became the Dark Lord out of necessity, to prevent a greater evil. I do not believe the Jedi Council changed Revan as they claimed. They merely stripped away the surface and allowed the true self to emerge again, someone who was willing to wage war to save others. But that is my belief, since I knew Revan from long ago, as a master knows their apprentice.
You trained him?
He came to me, yes, both before and after. Before Revan knew himself, and after, in the times when Revan was coming into his own and learning he was more than he had been told. At one time, Revan was my Padawan, in times past, long ago. But Revan, when he had learned all he could, had other masters, that fool Jar and other Jedi on other planets. He learned from each. But in the end, he turned back to me, when he realized there was nothing more to be learned from the Jedi except how one could leave them forever.
What was Revan like as a student?
Revan was power. It was like staring into the heart of the Force. Even then you could see the Jedi he would slay etched on his soul.
What do you see when you look at me?
You are different. When I look at you, It is like staring at the death of the Force.
What did she mean by this? What else do you know of Revan?
I know more, but it may not be enough for the answers you seek.
Okay, that's all she knows about Revan. Let's do...
Ask, and I will answer.
Let's do one more.
Yes?
Teach me about the
Very
Force.
well. What is it that drives you?
Trying to impress us with Kreia about leaving the Jedi forever. Well, I mean, he did, didn't he? He renounced the Jedi Order and became the Sith Lord. He became Darth Revan. He came to Kreia to ask her about that, how to do that. Alright, when you taught me to listen, I wish to continue that lesson.
There is nothing...
No, still not yet. Okay, what about... Damn it. Do you know anything about the Sith that pursue us?
I know of them, yes, and how much like beasts they had become. Combined, united against the Jedi, they command legions of Sith. But above these legions there are 3 who must be stopped. As long as any one of them lives, then we, and all life, are doomed. One bathes in pain, feeds on it for sustenance. The other has ceased being a living being, so consumed by hunger that he has forgotten his own flesh. And the last is a creature of betrayals, for without such things there is no hope.
Okay, so the one who bathes in pain, Scion. The one consumed by hunger is Visa's master. Who's the betrayer?
Even now she is difficult to see. She must remain hidden for now until the time is right. If not, then all our efforts will be for nothing. In this you must trust me. If she is exposed too soon, then this war will be over before it has begun.
Cryptic as always. Tell me about Scion.
Yes, of pain he has learned much. Of knowledge, of teaching, he knows nothing. Like the others, he was spawned by the horrors of the Mandalorian Wars. He exists solely to spread his pain to all Jedi everywhere.
One consumed by hunger. Visa's master?
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the Dark Lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not.
Nihilus, a Sith so edgy he became an eldritch horror. Yeah, okay, let's dig into that. Let's unpack that. What do you mean he's no longer a man?
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do, as most of us do. I had hoped that you would not have to confront him, but her presence here has changed all that. You will have to meet him in battle. You must be prepared to sacrifice the Blinded One. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
Never do such a thing.
Entertain what illusions you will. I am too tired to argue them with you.
How did he destroy her homeworld?
It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing connections between life, the Force, and feeding upon the death it causes. It cannot be taught. It can only be gained through instinct, through experiencing its effects firsthand.
When he used it to kill an entire planet.
Yes, and he fed upon its destruction. It will sustain him for a time.
How can anyone have that kind of power?
Power? Do you think so? You would be wrong. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing. And it devours him as he devours others. His mere presence kills all around him, slowly feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls.
His power is difficult to believe.
Nothing is impossible with the Force. It is an energy that flows through all living things. And like energy, it may be harnessed, channeled, and consumed at times. It may even be a substance that can burn and ignite. Do not think of his power as one would a weapon, or one of your warships of the Republic. It is terrible, but it is still a subtle thing. The sect of assassins that chase you feed on the Force. What he does is simply the pinnacle of what they could achieve in time. And that is why they and their techniques must be wiped out. No one again must experience and learn what her master did.
How are they able to drain the Force?
As much as one may use the Force to bolster the wills and strengths of others, the reverse is possible, though not often used. Instead of sending one's will through connections in the Force, instead such connections are drawn upon, fed upon, and drained completely.
But all life is touched by the Force.
Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. It is an empty road to the dark side, and by traveling it, the price is death before one's time. He is a breach in the Force, capable of consuming the lives of those around him. Sometimes the touch is slow, as it is with his crew.
He's a hole in the Force. Oh, what an idea. Do you have any idea why he spared her?
Perhaps he is bound to her, as I am bound to you. If so, there may be a death served by hers. You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
Alright, I think that'll do for now, I think. Alright, well. Thanks for hanging out for T3 Tuesday, everybody. We finally got the dang lightsaber! I'll look into seeing if I can get some of those cosmetic mods running without screwing up the install. Hopefully I can get it working. Otherwise, see you guys next week. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.